Hello guys, and in this video I'll be showing you how to use the random object spawner scripts I created. So in my Discord friends game, I've created a script for that can randomly spawn objects by the position you've placed it. And yeah, I'll add a link to our game in the description. So let's go get the script. Okay guys, what I want you to do is pause the video, go into the description and get the free scripts. Now it will take you to this link, and as you can see here, I already own it. Now you can, I think you'll see a get, so click on that get button. Okay, now I'll need to open Roblox Studio and go get the free scripts. Click on view and then click on toolbox and click here on this and click on the random object spawner. Now let's close that. Okay, now that you've got the random object spawner, let's look here, and there you have the example of our object inside copy of object, and in the block folder we have the values, the position and rotation. So let's test this. And you'll see some of them will respawn, or they will respawn after a few seconds. Let's start by adding our objects. So I have here I'm gonna add a model. Models are a bit different than the normal parts. Parts you can just add, you don't need to do anything. With a model, you must have a primary part. Let's just delete that hitbox. You must have a primary part. Select, click on your click on your model, click on primary part here, and select your primary part. And also have a part named hitbox. So click on this plus sign, add a part, and this part we must rename it to hitbox. But this is optional, because this hitbox is the part that will, if they touch it, it will run the respawn function, the function that respawn the value. So here we have this is the hitbox, and we can put the transparency to 1, and in this case anchored true and canker light false, because we wanted to walk through the thing, and we don't want the hitbox to fall through the ground. Alright, next we're gonna add a folder inside a random object spawner. So click on it, press the plus sign, type in folder, select folder, and now we must rename this folder name of our object. So press F2, click on object, press F2, Control C to copy it, and now click on our folder, press F2 again, and Control V to paste it. Now we can start with adding spawn locations. So copy of objects is just the copy that's it's going to use. So anything you change the color, this is where it's going to happen. So let's copy our object, Control C, click on our folder, and Control Shift and V will paste it inside our folder. Let's add our object here. Now you can add more potential spawn locations by pressing Control D. It must be all inside this folder. So let's add more spawn locations. Alright. Next we must save the spawn locations by going in manually save objects. If you go down to the bottom, you'll see this line here. You copy this, save object as a value. Control C, you highlight it, press Control C, and then underneath press Ctrl V to paste it. The name must be the name of our object. So go again, copy the object name, and then double click on this and then press Ctrl V. Now we must copy everything inside the script by clicking somewhere and pressing Ctrl A and then Ctrl C. Let's go back into our view here and click on the view tab. Make sure command bar is open, this one. If you see this, you can now click on it and press Ctrl V. So we're putting the code inside there, and when we press enter, the code gets executed, and if you look inside our folder, you see values with the position and the rotation. Next up, we must do the settings. Go inside site settings module script. Copy this example of our block. Highlight it, press Ctrl C, click underneath it, press Ctrl V. Now let's change this name again to our object name. Next, amount is the amount that will spawn in the start, and so let's make this 5. Respawn time is the time after you touch it, how long it will respawn. Destroy after touch will destroy the part if you touch it. So currently if it's true, it will destroy it. And if you see here, you can add code here where you can, if you've touched the thing, you can execute code. If you don't want the thing to respawn, you can just hide this respawn object so it won't continue the loop. In my case, I'm going to keep it. Okay, now you can test that. As you can see here, we have 5 dog objects. Let's collect them all. And there they are respawning. So what if you wanted to change the spawn locations? So go into manually spawn objects, copy this function here and paste it underneath. Change the name to the name of our object again. Now we can click somewhere and press Ctrl A to copy everything, and then press Ctrl C. Go back here in the view and press in the command bar, press Ctrl A to delete the previous code, then press backspace, and then press Ctrl V and press enter. Now you can see here we've also spawned blocks. Let's now add more spawn locations for our dog. I'm gonna copy this by pressing Ctrl D, moving it around. Let's add more in one area. Okay, so as you can see here, more will spawn in this area because it's more spawn locations. Now I'm gonna save everything again. Go back into manually save objects. As you can see, we have block and digital dog. Let's copy everything by pressing Ctrl A, pressing Ctrl C, and going to the command bar, press Ctrl A, delete the previous code, press Ctrl V and enter. And here we have our values. Let's go into settings and change the amount to more, like let's make it 15. Respawn time, you can also make that more, 10. And here I want to show you something. I'm going to add a print to show you what was touched, the name of what was touched. So we're going to say cloned object.name. So we go and click play, and also click view and make the output open. Let's touch the dog, and you can see there, scroll in, touch digital dog 2 times, and again. So basically it helps you when you want to add code to see when it was touched. And another thing I want to show you, let's say you want to spawn only the dogs. You can go here in the spawn script. You can click next to here and press double X, and this will uncomment this line of code. So if you do again the process of copying everything and pasting it in the command bar, you will see only dogs appear, so blocks still had their values. So that way you can manage stuff better. Okay guys, so what if you want to delete one of them, or delete, in this case we're going to delete the example one called block. You can just delete the values inside, and if we play this, it will be gone. But let's delete everything. Let's delete the block folder. We're gonna go into settings. We're gonna remove this one here. Backspace. I'll let everything, press backspace, and you can also even remove it here if you like. And in the manual save objects one. So now it's more cleaner. Okay guys, let's add a tool, and instead of storage I'm gonna put my tool inside copy of objects. Now with tool, make sure you have a script that welds, either weld the stuff together, the parts, or have a script that welded together. So let's now add the folder for our tool. Rename that folder again to the name of the handgun. Yes, handgun of our object. Now paste our handgun inside this folder. Let's move our spawn locations. Okay, as you can see, we have our tool, all our handguns in the handgun folder. Now let's save it. Go into menu save, copy this line again, paste it underneath, and rename that to the name of our object. I'll copy everything in this script, and then we're going to click on the command bar, delete everything inside there, paste it again, and press enter to run the code. Now we see our values here. Going to settings, we're going to add this, a new object for our new object. Copy everything there, paste it underneath, rename this again to name of your object, and let's make amount 10. Respawn time we can make 5. Destroy after touch, this one you want to set it false because you don't want your tool to be destroyed after you've touched it. And let's test that. There's our guns, our handguns.